What's up guys, welcome back to my Arsenal career mode on FIFA 14. We've got off to a relatively good start, and this episode I'm hoping we can continue that form. We've got 3 games, and the first one kind of relating to real life only recently. We had the game against Sunderland, we then have Stoke and Tottenham, although Tottenham are before Stoke. So we've got 3 pretty important games. Of course, the game against Spurs is incredibly important, but first of all we are going to get this Sunderland game underway. Just before the Spurs game, because I have rested a couple of players, but not really. I've decided that the fitness in this game seems to be relatively the same as FIFA 13. You can get away with roughly, I'd say, 3 or 4 matches in a row before your players start to get into the yellow markers in their fitness levels. So I thought, I should be okay to run a relatively strong team against all 3 of these opponents. So we start off so well there. Wilshere getting through on goal. Ozil and Wilshere together in this midfield are so strong. The only problem I'm finding is, as you can see, I'm telling him off there, sitting down. Cazorla, I feel like I'm not really using him. It's really doing my head in. I knew this would happen. I knew that putting Cazorla out on the left wing would affect my team. Not in a bad way, because he's absolutely brilliant on the left wing. Don't get me wrong, he's nice and agile, he's good at crossing and passing. But I just feel like I'm leaving him out. I feel like Ozil's come in and completely taken Cazorla's place. And for me, Cazorla was one of the best players last season for Arsenal, if not the best. So it's a real shame that I can't really fit them both in. So if you've got any ideas, let me know. Poor defending, you wouldn't be watching MGH unless it was a poor defending goal actually conceded by the end of the game. So there's Fletcher going through on goal. You'll see the defending is just very poor. I get the wrong side with Koscielny, and Gibbs just sprints a little bit too late, and Chesney is unable to parry that one out, so we actually drop a goal there. Let's see if we can get a goal back, though. I wasn't going out as easy as that. I'd been dominating Sunderland the whole game, and I'm not letting an 81st minute goal ruin that. And we're going to pass this through. It goes to the wrong player and Walcott, but the defence in Sunderland was just terrible there. And Insigne is able to score a beautiful goal into the bottom right corner. Very composed, it didn't let him phase him. But the defence was just awful there, just as bad as mine. So Sunderland, you just drop more points. And talking about Sunderland, as we know, it's been in the news recently. Di Canio has been sacked after just 5 games this season, which... How do you feel about that? I was thinking, when it happened, I thought, he's only had 5 games. It can't be just purely based on the team's performance. He must have said something. He must have done something. And we're not done yet, by the way. Walcott's going to go through here and get a goal off the post. That was beautiful. Notice that I haven't cut the gameplay at all there. All of these goals were literally within 2 minutes, which was pretty cool. And Yilmaz, by the way, is getting better and better. It's tougher to pick between him and Giroud. I completely forgot what I was saying. What's that about? Why have I done that? Anyway, we'll move on anyway, because, guys, we're going into the Spurs game, so maybe I'll pick up on what I was talking about in a minute when I can remember. I'll probably watch this video back, and just go, what the fuck, Matt? How can you forget? Anyway, like I said, Tottenham are coming up. Obviously, in real life, we won this fixture 1-0. Very good, strong team they have, and, well, it was like that in real life. I just feel like Tottenham, they need to gel a little bit. Maybe they have been recently. They've done some good defending. They've scored quite a few goals recently as well. I think they just won 4-0, didn't they? So that was against Aston Villa, was it? So that was pretty good for Tottenham. But I'm just saying, in the game, they're very strong, and I'd argue maybe actually stronger than Arsenal in FIFA, because the actual players they have are just very good in FIFA. Tall, strong, powerful, great in the air. And we all know the problems with FIFA so far this year. The headers are OP at the moment, crossing and finesse shots. Yeah, it's pretty difficult, but we're trying to get the ball out here. Obviously, I can't do that, and they're going to score on that. That's part of the game. Sometimes you'll find that you just get stuck with the ball, and that's it. You cannot get rid of it. And every single attempt I made there to hit the ball out, it wasn't working for me, but Walker was right in that perfect place there. Gibbs, what were you doing, mate? You've got to be more aware there. So unfortunately we do concede nice and early on there in the 13th minute, which isn't good. But we're going to try and get back in this game, because it's Tottenham, man. I'm not letting Tottenham beat me. We're going to have to beat them like we did in real life, which felt amazing. I actually jumped out of my chair when we won that game. It meant a lot, because obviously at that time Tottenham had spent 100 million, we hadn't spent anything. It was nerve-wracking. That's all I can say, really. But we get a goal back straight away, and there's Ramsey with his goal against Tottenham. I believe the only game he hasn't scored in so far in the last 7 is Tottenham, so at least he's got one in the game, actually. And I'll tell you what, guys, Ramsey, a lot of people wanted me to use him a lot in this career mode, and I can say safely right now that I will. He is absolutely fantastic, a really well-rounded player. Walcott, what are you doing? I wanted to show off one of these new animations. The way the ball physics work in this game is so cool. That wouldn't have happened in FIFA 13 at all. It probably would have gone in, but the way that the ball curves towards the goal as he whips his foot around the ball, which is really nice. But anyway, we're in the second half here. It's still 1-1. Sanya, who for me has been one of my best players so far, he's so good at right back. Knocks it back up here to Giroud. And what I've just done there, I mean, it's a great finish. Don't get me wrong, it's an absolutely fantastic finish. But I have found a natural weakness, and it works against every single team. Do what I did there, and you score pretty much every single time. Just run up the line, fake shot inside, even if it's a really pacey defender, they just can't do anything. And then just hit it. It's as simple as that. Like if you go across goal, it seems to be a much better, more effective way of scoring. I think it could be something that might be the new, near post OP. It's like cutting in from the areas on the wide side of the pitch. Seems to be incredibly strong. And talking of strong stuff, of course, I can see the header. I mean, heading in this game is a little bit broken at the moment, guys. I don't know if you've been reading the news online, but EA are actually sending out a patch very soon. I believe it's live now on the PS3 as I'm recording this, which is adjusting the heading accuracy, adjusting the effectiveness of crossing and finesse shots. So that is something they've actually had to patch early on in the game because lots of people are complaining online. And what the hell, Tottenham? You just lost the game in the 90th minute. Just look at that. Insigne, right, I tell you what, the new sprint feature, when you hold down sprint, obviously knocks the ball forward. If you can use it correctly with a player like Insigne who has insane agility and acceleration, defence just, they literally can't handle it, and it was an easy goal. And like I said, 90th minute winner, baby. Sorry, Spurs, but you just got done by Insigne, the little midget. You just got done. But it was a good game, a very good game, and 3-2 is always an interesting result and good fun to watch. But now we got the game against Stoke, who in real life obviously are very difficult to play against, very tall team. And I was actually thinking, wow, they're going to be good in FIFA this year. So let's see how they perform against Arsenal here. And I think in the league at this point they were like mid-table, which is pretty good for Stoke. They normally seem to be bottom of the table in previous FIFAs because it was all about fast, quick, small players back then. But you can see here, I'm just adjusting the team a little bit, getting some of my other players on because they were a bit tired from the Spurs game. Keeping Sanya on, Walcott on, and I have to put Ramsey on. It's against Stoke. And obviously Shawcross is playing for Stoke, and he is the guy who snapped Ramsey's legs, his leg, all those years ago. And I think it's time for Ramsey to get his own back. Maybe I'm going to try and snap Shawcross's legs in this game. It's a shame you can't really do that. But we get Cazorla on the ball here. He's going to find a lovely pass into Yilmaz, who's going to cut back and find Ozil on his left foot. Doesn't even need a touch. He smashes it into the bottom right corner and for some reason celebrates by tapping his right thigh despite scoring with his left leg. Doesn't make sense at all, but either way, it's a very nice pass from Yilmaz, that, and it's a very composed finish. Very easy to score those goals in this game as well, it seems. The defence kind of step off. I don't know what it is. It just, they seem to leave gaps, and if you can just tap triangle or Y, those kind of passes that I made there with Yilmaz seem to be very effective in this game. But Ozil was on fire in this match. We're going to pass this out wide to Sanya. He's going to find Walcott up here. We're going to attempt to go through the defence there. We get a nutmeg, which was absolutely beautiful, but they've actually committed a foul. Not in the best place on the pitch. You know, you're not guaranteed to score from this kind of place with a shot, so your best bet is to actually cross it in. And look at this bloody glitch. It's still in the game. The whole stadium goes black. That was in all the other games as well. And there you can see another OP header. You won't be seeing these very much often now. I think it's going to be nerfed. But you can see the issue, can't you? I mean, scoring goals like this, although it has happened in real life, it's very rare. But you see, you know, in the next few episodes where I've already recorded the gameplay, I score a lot of headers like that. And it is just a little bit strong. I also concede a lot as well, which is frustrating. And look at Ramsey. He's just bulldozing this Stoke team, getting the ball back every time he loses it. He's going to pass this one up. Chamberlain is going to find, I think as I brought, yeah, it's Yilmaz, not Giroud, sorry. Sometimes I get mixed up. But it was just offside. And that is going to bring the game to a close and the episode. So there we go. So we get some good results in this episode, guys. And in the next one, we should be able to see the league table, see where we are. And there's a couple more big games on the way, so thank you so much for watching. If we can hit 2,000 likes before this evening, I will upload the double upload early. That would be absolutely awesome. 2,000 likes and the next episode will go live. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one very soon, hopefully. Just drop a like. Yeah!